And we're live. Hello and welcome to this broadcast. I'm just waiting for YouTube to catch up and should be there in a second. Okay, so all is good, or it might take a few seconds more. Let me check. Right, I think we're live on YouTube. So this is Wednesday. This is 3 o'clock in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern, and we're on the OneStream Live YouTube channel. And you're listening to Stephen from wonderful Wiltshire. And I'm going to say in a second, I'm going to go here and I'm going to say hello. So, welcome to the broadcast. And today we're talking about this. Let me go here and bring it up on screen. MultiStreaming Bootcamp, and we're talking about multi-streaming for content creators. And basically, we're going to be taking a look at how you can go live to multiple destinations using OneStream Live. And back to me. So that's what we're looking at today. And basically, if we go back, it was very difficult to actually broadcast to multiple destinations. Now we take it as a given that we can. But what does it mean? Put simply, normally we would have broadcast to Facebook or YouTube or Twitter or Twitch. Now, every time we pick an additional destination, we've been broadcasting out to that destination. OneStream Live, however, actually removes the problem. If we take a look at this, basically what people were doing is, and I'm going to add this to the stream, streaming using a hardware encoder. And basically that's a box, an Epiphan box or similar, and your live feed goes into the box, and from the box it goes out to Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. That was the way it used to be done. That was the way. I'm just going over to chat because we've got a chat over here. So let's have a look at the chat and the stream. And Aman has joined us. Hello, dear. And Aman, thank you for joining. Always wonderful when we actually get people watching live. Thank you. Okay, so the old way to stream was to actually use an encoder, which is a piece of hardware. So your camera feed went into the hardware, and the hardware then sent your signal out to multiple destinations. Now, however, things have changed, and things have changed for the better. Because now we have cloud multi-streaming, and your live feed is going through an encoder to OneStream Live and then out to Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Now, this means that it's simple and straightforward to do. I'm broadcasting now. If I just swap this round, I'm broadcasting now from the OneStream Live studio, and it's going out to, could go out to multiple destinations because of the software that has been created by OneStream Live. So it's so simple and so powerful and so straightforward to do. Right, let's take a look at today's menu, and I'll bring that on screen. So what we're actually talking about is the introduction, and then we're going to go through what is multi-streaming. We're going to talk about the platforms that content creators can broadcast on, how live unified chat, which we can see here with a comment from Aman, brings everything together. So you can broadcast to several different destinations and you can have the chat all in one place, which brings me to having team members. So let's go to Aman again. And Aman is saying, OneStream Live, next update, start time and end no limit. Well, the constraints are set by wherever you're broadcasting to, and you can't, with the free version, there are limitations. With the chargeable version, then there aren't the same limitations. The free version is limited because we're all commercial organizations. We all want to actually make, because the software to create isn't created free. Just give you an example. If you wrote a book and you spent a couple of months writing a book and then you publish that book on Amazon and then somebody copied it. So you put months of work in and nobody's paying you for it. Somebody's copied it and they're pirating it, and that's not good. So in the commercial world, everybody has to charge for their product because otherwise they can't stay in business. So you'll find all the major broadcasters, OneStream included, actually charging, and there's a good reason for that, because they want to stay in business. Simple as that. Okay, so platforms for content creators, we're looking at those, looking at live unified chat and team management, and then we're going to go on to showcasing your creative process through live video, and then building a creative community. Because what you should be doing I'll just swap again. What we should be doing when you're broadcasting live is actually building an audience, and you then lead that audience into a group. Now, a group could be on Facebook, it could be anywhere, but onto a group where you're in a manager's position and you can actually direct what happens in the group. And it's logical that if I'm broadcasting live now, I want you to be in a group. Now, on Facebook, there's the OneStream Live group, which is actually support for everybody who's on OneStream Live. You've got support within the studio. I can press a button now and I can get help straight away. And you've got support within the Facebook group, where a more detailed explanation will be given. Now, if you're live and click the button, you get a response virtually immediately. You get an answer to your question and things get sorted out. Okay, now just to explain, I'm actually, because we're talking about creators and creators being creative, I'm actually using a piece of software in my studio today. And if I go here, I can change screens. So we're talking about multi-streaming hacks for content creators. We're going to talk about the benefits of multi-streaming, and we're going to talk about showing your wares on camera. And this, basically, if I could sell prints of the photographs I take, streaming on OneStream Live would be the way to do it. And I'm going to come back into the studio now. Okay, and we're back and things are working very well. So I've actually got, basically, I'm going to come on to this later, but you need a portfolio of your work. Now, if you're an artist, you could have your paintings. If you create video, you could have your videos. All of these are available in your OneStream Live studio. But the key to everything here is actually going live to multiple locations. Now, the first simple hack is to multi-stream. And OneStream Live is basically the best place to multi-stream from. If you talk about cost, OneStream Live is very cost effective. And as a business, as an artist, you can actually do this at a reasonable cost. You can go live to up to 45 different destinations from OneStream Live. It's the same work for you. It's the same work as going live once. So instead of just going live on Facebook, you're going live on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and your website. With OneStream Live, you can broadcast to your website, invite an audience, and get paid. So if you were a musician, let's say you're an acoustic guitarist, and you having a private session. Now, you could do that in a Facebook group, but the audio on Facebook is not too good. It gets downgraded a little. If you were with OneStream Live and you went live to your own landing page, live web page hosted by OneStream Live, no bandwidth problems on your website because you're not on your website, you're on a page that you can send people to, and it can be password protected. So you can actually charge people for coming to your website and then hearing you play. And because this is OneStream Live, whilst they're listening to you play, they can actually chat with you live on the landing page. It's brilliant. I mean, I've done it and it just works so well. Yeah, to actually go live in private, have an invited audience who are paying, and you're doing a gig. Yeah, you can do a gig on your own web page. If you've got a OneStream Live subscription, you can broadcast out live to a web page. Everything's taken care of for you. All you need to do is click one button and you'll be live on the web page. I could do that right now. I'm going live to the YouTube channel at the moment, but if I wanted to go live to multiple channels, I could just click a button and I would go live. Simple as that. I've done videos about that. You'll find them on the OneStream Live site and on YouTube. And so you can charge either for a private viewing, playing music, or because OneStream Live have live web pages that you can invite people to. You can put up a paywall and you can ask people to pay $5, $10 to actually come and listen to you. And you're sat in your OneStream Live studio playing, and you can see the chat on the side as we can with Aman, and you can just bring the chat on screen between songs, of course, and talk. So as far as music is concerned, you can do live private sessions and you can charge for them. Okay, let's come back to where we were. So I'm going to, hang on. Oh, I've lost something. Just a second. Give me a second. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I'm still here. So multi-streaming. I'm going to sort of tell you exactly what it is, and then we'll look at the platforms you can actually go live on. And so I think I've given a description of multi-streaming. Just a moment. And I'm going to go here and go here. Just a minute. So I'm now back on screen, and what I'm coming back is back to the studio, and I'm going to bring this on screen. If I go like this, I might already have it on stream. Let's put this on stream. Okay, so what is multi-streaming? And multi-streaming is the ability to stream to multiple destinations at the same time. On OneStream Live, you can stream to up to 45 different destinations, including your website or a live web page. If you've got any questions about broadcasting to the web, then please do ask them. If you're watching this on the YouTube page, thank you. If you're watching the replay, thank you. Do ask questions in the comments on YouTube, and I will be around to answer them tomorrow. So now is the time to get your questions in. Okay, now where can you go live? Okay, where can you go live? Well, the obvious places to go live are Facebook, okay, on your own profile, on a page, or in a group. The next place to go live is, as I'm doing right now, is to go live on YouTube. Then you can go live on Twitch. Twitch is owned by Amazon, and there's a large creative community on Twitch. Not just gamers. You can find artists, you can find musicians, you can find people playing chess. A wide range of activities take place on Twitch. And I know I just said chess, but chess is fascinating and it is very creative. So I'm taking a bit of license to actually talk about chess on Twitch. You could share the chessboard into your studio, because on OneStream Live, you've got screen share. So I could take the chessboard, I can share it into here. I could have my opponent in the room with me, and we could play chess live, and people could watch on Twitch. You could go live on Instagram. Instagram is growing in, well, it is a great place to go live. Okay, it's a great place to be a creative, because within the OneStream Live studio, if you're a video creator, you can bring your videos into the OneStream Live studio and play them whilst you're live. If you're an artist, you can bring, well, I'll show you. If you're an artist, then you can bring, I mean, on my artist pictures, so I can bring this picture in. This is Cairnhill Locks. This is where I go walking. And if I was to do a photography exhibition and charge for prints, then I would do it through OneStream Live, because basically it's just a great platform for actually doing that. And I can talk about the print. This is Cairnhill Locks, the longest flight of locks in the UK. And basically it goes up through 300 feet, and it takes a barge from the bottom of the hill to the top of the hill in stages. And basically you've got 2 lock gates. You've got the upper gate and the lower gate, and you let water in or out depending whether you're going up or downhill. And I just love the clouds in the background and the countryside. My next picture, because this is my showing for photographs. Just a minute, I just need to do something. Just give me a second. My next picture, you can see how I'm doing this live. Okay, this is the Cairnhill Canal, and this is my favourite place to walk. I will be here tomorrow. I'll be walking down this very path, and this is the thing I love about the picture, which was taken with the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, is basically, well, it's just, I love the reflection of the trees in the water. That's just, every photograph I take is by accident. And by accident, I actually got the shot of the trees in the water. And if we go to the next photograph, which is this one, and I'm just going to add my camera as well whilst we're live. And I'm going to bring the camera down the bottom here, just a second. I'm going to put it right there. Okay. This is Salisbury Cathedral. Salisbury Cathedral was built over 1,000 years ago. It's a place of pilgrimage for people from around the world. And Salisbury is about 30 minutes from where Angelica and I live. And we can go here quite often, possibly 4 or 5 times a year. We go shopping and we go to the cathedral. We once tried to climb the tower, but neither of us could do that. We don't have heads for heights. As I say, the cathedral was built 1,000 years ago, and the font was installed in 2008. It is a living font. The water coming over the corners goes down through grating, and then it goes round and round and round. And this is a working font installed in 2008 in a cathedral which was built 1,000 years ago. As you can see, this photograph was actually taken at Christmas. And, well, you see, I love photography, and if I was in a position to, then what I would do is I would sell my photographs. Okay, so artwork. I could bring my artwork into OneStream Live and I can display the artwork on screen. Yeah, I can do that. I don't have any. I've got to say, if I was doing an art show or a photography show, I would bring my images in and show them on screen and talk about them. Just as simple as that. And the thing is that with OneStream Live, you've got live selling, and live selling allows you to actually sell whilst you're live. So I'll give you one example of that. And if I go over here and I go to live sales and I go down here, okay, I can ask you to join my emailing list. And that's gone into the chat. Okay, so I'm just going to bring that back. The link to join me is actually there. And if I show this on screen, okay, it may work, it may not work. Not everything works in a live broadcast. I can tell you about it though. So I just post on YouTube a link to actually join my email list. It's so simple from within your OneStream Live Studio that you can invite people to take actions whilst you're live. So being able to post on Facebook and on YouTube the information that you want people to see whilst you're live. People can buy whilst you're live. People can buy your artwork. People can buy anything whilst you're live as a creative. Yeah. Now, I've got to say this, that every live broadcaster is a creator. Every live broadcaster. If we come back to here, and I'm just going to bring this on screen. remove, and okay, I've removed something. Just a moment. Okay, I brought it back on screen. So we've talked about what is multi-streaming. We're talking about platforms for content creators. We've said so far YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and Instagram. And if you go onto your OneStream Live account, you will see about 80 different channels. If you're a writer, if you're an artist, you can broadcast there. Now, the thing is that you can actually control the branding within your OneStream studio. I'm in the studio right now, and if I go here, on purpose, I've got a logo top left. It's the Live with OneStream logo. If I want to change that, then I can. Yeah. Okay, so I can change the logo. I'll change it back to OneStream because that's where we are today. I can show banners on the screen like the one I've got at the moment, the ticker. I can stop it, and that's it stopped, and I can start it. Okay, so I can have a ticker running along the bottom of the screen in terms of branding. In addition to that, I can have text showing on the screen, and let's go here. I can bring in a banner, and I can show that on screen. Okay, so we've done the introduction, but I can show that on screen. I can have a number of different banners and bring them up during the live broadcast. So in terms of branding, that could have my logo on it, my personal logo, not the one from OneStream. Now, the other thing we talked about is chat. And a moment ago, we had a message coming in. I'll go here and go to the chat. I've got a message coming in from Aman, which I'll show on screen again. OneStream Live has unified chat, which means even on your web page, you can see in your studio the comments made whilst you're live. And this is important because it allows you to interact with people on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and your website whilst you're live. And you can see the comments coming in, you can react to them. Integrated chat it just works. Okay, now it brings me to the next point, which is this. I'm just going to go around again. If you've got unified chat and you're broadcasting live, which I am, yeah, I'm broadcasting live and the chat's coming in, need an extra pair of hands to actually handle the chat. I need an extra pair of hands to change the screen layout. Yeah. It makes sense to have additional people involved. This is where team management comes in. So in terms of team management, I can have, according to my plan, I can have up to 5 people working with me, and they can basically control the screen layout, answer messages, because the unified chat is available as a separate tab. They can come in whilst I'm live and they can answer all the comments that are made whilst I'm live broadcasting. And the team can set up the studio, because setting up a studio is not easy. You've got to upload the images if you're an artist. You've got to upload the videos if you're actually doing replays for performance. Everything needs to be set up. You can set up the headers, you can set up the scrolling bits at the bottom, everything. And the thing is that you control the channel, you have the final say. Yeah, you're in total control of the channel. People are working with permission. Choose people you trust as team members, and they can come in and they can do things in advance of the broadcast, and they can do things during the broadcast. In advance, they can upload images and video. They can set up the captions you're going to use. They can set up the scrolling text you're going to use. They can set out the screen layout. So if I go here, they can be responsible for changing the background. Yeah, so they can change the background before you go live. Yeah, and there are many backgrounds to actually choose from. So in terms of branding, you can either use the backgrounds that are supplied, Or you can bring your own. If you've obviously got your own logo, if you've got your own backdrop, then bring that with you. And some of these are my favorites. If I go here and change, and just a minute, I go here and here. This one's for Halloween. Okay, so if you're going to do a Halloween broadcast, everything is already set for you. And you can bring in short videos as well. I'm just going to play a short video. Okay, so I can have a moving background. Okay, so you've got various backgrounds and you can set the mood. So somebody can come in before the broadcast and set all of this up for you, which means that when you turn up, I love this word, when you turn up, you're the on-screen talent. Yeah, you are the person doing the performance, and you can basically forget about everything being set up, because somebody could be in your studio bringing the messages on screen. I say hello again to Aman. Somebody can be doing that. Somebody can be switching them off again. Somebody can change the branding. You can basically also change where you're actually broadcasting to. So if you're going to do an introduction on Facebook and then you want to switch to YouTube, you can. You don't, if you've picked destinations, you don't have to go live everywhere at the same time. With OneStream Live, from within your studio, you can go live at different times. So if you want to do, and this is just an idea that popped in my head, if supposing you've got a broadcast in 30 minutes and the broadcast is on your private web page, yeah, what you would do is to actually go live on Facebook for 10 minutes and talk about what you're going to do in 30 minutes time. Then you go live on YouTube. You know where I'm going with this. You can go live in different places from the studio and start and stop whenever you want. So you can trail this across all your social media and then end up on your webpage. And the only way to attract people's attention is in the moment. This is why live video works. Live video works because people listen, people can interact with you. This is why live video is so powerful. And you can use that power to get a conversation going on Facebook, followed by a conversation on YouTube, conversation on Twitch, and then go over to your website for the performance. Yeah. And if, as I said earlier, if you want to have a paywall on there, you can have a paywall. Okay, let's go back here again. I'm going to try and get back on. So we've talked about branding, we've talked about the live unified chat, and we've talked about team management, having people to help you. Now, members of your team can do everything apart from go live on your account. Depending, there are two levels. On the admin level, they can do everything that I can do without having a OneStream account, everything apart from go live. Now, showcasing your creative process. This is where OneStream Live comes into its own. Okay, if you're going to showcase your talents in a live broadcast, then you need stability. Yeah. When you go live, you want to know that the platform is going to be stable and that you can actually rely on that. And with OneStream Live, you can. Secondly, quality. You want to be sure that you can broadcast at the highest resolution possible. And we can go live in 1920 by 1280. Yeah, we can go live in high definition plus. Okay, now showing your talents. If you bring in images to show on screen, then you can show the images on screen. Simple as that. Just takes a second. Now, I want to come clean here. Basically, I'm using a third-party product today in my studio because we're trying to get the best for creatives. And if you can take your portfolio and let me see if I can get this to work. What we're going to do, this may or may not work, but I'm going to try it anyway, is I'm going to put this full screen, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and this may or may not work, but I want to show you what I'm doing. And if I go for share screen, and this, I'm dicing with things here. If I go here and here, okay, and come back to the studio, just a minute, I'll be back in a second. What you can see above is a content creation system, a content collation system. This is basically how I'm broadcasting to you today. So I show you this. If I go here, brings up the card. If I go here, it tells you the benefits of multi-streaming. I'll come on to that in a minute. We saw the picture of Salisbury Cathedral. We saw my picture of my favourite walk, and we saw the picture of the canal locks. Now, all of that, plus today's agenda, is being stored on that app. Okay, now I'll tell you what the app is later, but it's just basically, it is so simple to do, and you can bring it straight into your OneStream Live Studio, your portfolio, and your portfolio can be images, text, video, and you can just bring it into the studio. You can also take it on somebody else's broadcast on OneStream. Yeah, what you're actually doing is putting together something which can go with you everywhere. Right, I'm going to stop the screen share. So you've got two of me and hopefully just one voice. So I'm going to come back now, and that was basically how we were, how I'm showcasing everything, because I put together, and come back here now and go here. I put my showcase together before I came live. So I put all the images and everything I wanted to show into a piece of software. And then I brought the piece of software into OneStream. And what I've done, I've now got a permanent portfolio that I can take from one studio to another. So I can appear in other people's OneStream studios anytime I want. I can also set, well, because it's set up the once, yeah, I can carry it with me everywhere. It's a portable studio, portable broadcasting studio that I can just plug in to OneStream Live. So that's my major tip today, showcasing your talent. Bring it with you. Yeah. I'll put a link to the software, possibly, or a description of the software. And after this show, I'm going to do a blog, and it may well appear in that blog. Okay. So showcasing. You can showcase on OneStream Live. You can bring video in. You can bring images in. You could bring a third-party piece of software in, as I'm doing today. All these are possible. I just want to go back to one thing I mentioned earlier. The thing that we want to be able to do in live streaming is to actually make money. And it's difficult to make money on Facebook. It's difficult to make money on YouTube. But making money broadcasting to a web page that you control, which is hosted by OneStream, it's included in your OneStream Live subscription. You don't have to pay extra for this. Everything I'm talking about that I'm showing you today, apart from the third-party kit, is basically part of your OneStream Live broadcast. OneStream Live, 45 destinations, studio like I'm broadcasting from today, and everything that I'm talking about. Right, okay, now, also within OneStream Live, what I'm going to do now, again, this may or may not work, but just give me a second. I think we're okay to do this. I am actually going to, whilst I'm live, I need to go here. I'm just waiting for something to happen. And is it going to happen, or have I broken the system? Just a minute, let me try again. I'm going to try this twice. No, it's not. Right, okay. And I just need the software, just a minute. One of the things about presenting an experience, and just let me go here for a second, and If I go there, okay, now you've got me in the center of the screen. One of the things you can do in your OneStream Live Studio, I've switched to another camera, I've switched to the Spot camera, is you can change cameras whilst you're live. So you can have different cameras. I've got 4 different cameras. I can switch between them during a OneStream Live broadcast. And that is so powerful, because I could have one camera for when I'm sort of studio-like and the other camera for when I'm performing. If I was able to play guitar, I could sit playing guitar right now on this camera, and I can switch between the cameras whenever I wish during the live broadcast. I'm just using the one microphone, but I'm using several different cameras. So you're not restricted to one viewpoint. You could switch. I've got 4 cameras. I could switch between any of the 4 whilst I'm live. I've got one microphone, which is in the OneStream Live Studio, and I could give a performance on OneStream Live. It's just, well, the freedom to actually, if I wanted to demonstrate something, I can actually demonstrate this wonderful Lamical stand whilst I'm live. So being creative could mean being creative in shopping. I can run this as a shopping show, no problem at all. And I can sell you items that I happen to have to hand and talk about them live on air from this second camera. All things are possible. If you're a creative, then you've got the imagination. You can actually do this. Yeah. You can sell, you can perform, you can show product. If I was basically into sculpture, I can show sculptures. At the moment, I can just show you that I'm not a gardener. This needs watering. But by using a second camera, I can quite simply, basically, I'm just putting this card on while I work the magic in the background again, and I'm just going to change camera so you can still hear me, and I'm just going to put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. So give me a moment, and I'm going to scroll down and find the camera. Hopefully I'll be able to come back. So we're looking for a particular camera, and I've got the Nexigo, I've got the Brio, I've got a Videocom presenter, I've got a Videocom camera. Okay, so let me change again. It might take a second, but it will. No. Yes, it has. So I'm going to put this on screen. Now we're back, and this is one of the pictures that I'm going to be sort of trying to sell on my future broadcasts. But basically, the point about this is that with OneStream Live, you can be as creative as you want to be. Yeah, if I bring this in and I go here, okay, so I'm going to bring this in. Yeah. Okay, you can be as creative as you want to be. You can showcase your creative processes. If you're a potter, you could have a potter, you know, the camera we just used there, you could be doing a pottery demonstration live on air. And you could have, we say, you could have the branded studio, you could have people commenting, you could have total interaction on OneStream Live. MultiStreaming, this is basically, MultiStreaming means, and this is important, MultiStreaming means that you only need to do everything once. But rather than broadcasting to one destination, you're broadcasting to up to 45 destinations at the same time. You are multi-streaming. And it's so easy to do. Basically, you come into OneStream Live, you pick your destinations, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, set them up. And then you go and design your own web page, and you've got total freedom in that. You can design your own web page hosted by OneStream. You can go live there as well. And you can build up a number of destinations, up to 45 according to your plan. And you can multi-stream to those destinations all at the same time. Yeah, that's the magic. Instead of going live in one place, you're going live in up to 45 places. Everything is handled. If I come down here and I go here, just a second, I just need a picture. Everything is handled by OneStream. Yeah, all the multi-streaming is taken care of by OneStream. You come in with your live feed. Now you could come in. I'm here with a camera. You could come in with OBS or vMix or XSplit Broadcaster or BeLive. You can come into your OneStream live studio. Broadcast will be encoded. And it goes out via OneStream to up to 45 destinations. We've got 4 there as an illustration. But you can go on Twitch and YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Simple, straightforward. Once you set it up, you can forget it. You can reuse it as many times as you want, and you can go live wherever you want to go live. That's the power of OneStream Live, to go live to multiple places. Now, if we go back to what I was talking about earlier, which is, we've done the introduction. We've talked about what multi-streaming is several times. We've talked about the platforms you can broadcast to. We've talked about how to brand your broadcast. Live unified chat allows you to have another team member actually handling the chat whilst you're live. We've talked about showcasing your creative process, and I showed you I was using a second camera to perform on, or to show product, or to talk about paintings or whatever. Then this is the final one, and this is an important one. Why are we doing all this? Why are we going live? Why are we going live in up to 45 different destinations? The answer is simple and straightforward. The whole purpose of going out to a lot of people is to actually involve them in what you do, to build a community. And the benefits of live broadcasting are, okay, it's efficient in terms of time and resource. In other words, you go live once and you actually, you're doing it once and you're going live to 45 destinations. Increase visibility and ranking. Now, on a website, video on a website is, Google likes live video on a website and does increase your visibility and ranking. Because you're broadcasting to 45 different places, you're actually going to get a diversity in your audience. Basically, people are going to be interested in different aspects of what you're doing. And, well, it's the going live to 45 destinations, the quickest way to actually reach a diverse population, watching population. You can also make the most of the native platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and you'll get more engagement opportunities, especially going back to the OneStream Live team management. You can have a team actually managing all the engagement whilst you're live. On OneStream Live, there's a separate page. It's all about engagement. As people are talking whilst you're live, your team members can actually be handling it. We've talked about branding, to be able to brand a OneStream Live broadcast and be consistent. Every time you go live, you will use the same setting. And finally, it's all about expanded audience reach. Let's come here. The whole aim of all this is to increase engagement, to get people involved, to build a community. Now, you can build that community on Facebook group. You can build that community. I use a piece of software called Yuki. What you want to do during your live broadcast is market. Okay, you've got to market yourself, but you don't need to be too direct. You don't need to run a direct sales operation. You just need to say, oh, by the way, if you'd like to talk to me when I'm not live, here's my invitation to join this community. Yeah. If you want to know more about something that I've told you in this broadcast, join the community. if you want to watch more and see more of my work, join the community. It's an ideal opportunity. It's a win-win situation because you're actually attracting people who know you are and like what you do. And you could go, you've got your main live broadcast, which is what we've been talking about. You can go live into your group anytime and you can do special broadcasts for people in the group. And you can build up loyalty between you and the people in the audience. It doesn't happen overnight, but you can basically increase the number of people who are interested in what you do. Every person who joins your group is a potential friend or customer, and quite possibly both. So let's go here. You have been watching MultiStreaming Bootcamp, MultiStreaming Hacks for Content Creators. Hopefully, during the course of the last 50 minutes, I've given you some tips and tricks to actually work with. We have covered what multi-streaming is, what the platforms you can broadcast to, branding, live unified chat, team management, how to showcase your creative process either through screen share, through video, or a second camera. Okay, and if I go back to here, remember you can bring your portfolio with you. You can go live, showing off your photographs, showing off your artwork, showing off your sculpture, performing, and you can be anywhere in the world. Change your backdrop, you change where you are. And this is my favorite place where I will be tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. I'll be walking down there, quite looking forward to it. Right, let's come back to me. And now I'm back on screen. I've got to say that I totally enjoy this OneStream live broadcast. I want to thank you for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you for watching live. If you've got any questions anytime, wait a minute. I got all excited then. This is one of the things you've got to be wary of. One of the things about broadcasting publicly, and we're talking about Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, wherever you broadcast in public, you have a situation where people are going to post, and they may well post, although they're good people, they may well post things that you don't like and things that you don't want to show on screen. Now, I'm very fortunate in that I decide what appears on screen. It doesn't appear automatically. But I want to say thank you for all the comments on YouTube today. But if you want to be secure, when you're live broadcasting with OneStream Live, broadcast to a OneStream live web page, which is included in subscription, and password it. Bring the people in the group you've created along, give them the password, and then when you actually get comments whilst you're live, there'll be comments from people that you know rather than from the public. Now, there's nothing wrong in commenting in public. Every comment you get on Facebook whilst you're live, every comment you get on YouTube whilst you're live, and on Twitch means that YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch show the video to more people. So that's why I'm grateful for the comment. So until next time, which will be a week today, I want to say a big thank you for watching me live, and thanks to the team at OneStream for putting this together, and I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye for now.